Hey folks, Mackenzie Lambert here, host for Making the Movies, joined by my friend John Cleveland.
Hi everybody.
We're going to go ahead and do something that's completely insane for us. The horror site Nightmare on Film Street, I've been following them on social media for the past 10 years and they put out some good stuff.
Yeah.
So they offered 31 Days of Halloween Horror Challenge for 2024. They've got, for the 31 Days of October, they've got a different theme for each day. And we pick a horror movie for that theme.
Yeah. It's I think they've been doing it, not them specifically, but it's been a thing for the last couple of years. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So especially from a whole bunch of different things.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But no, for this one, we're going to go ahead and do a different movie for each theme for each day of October. For day number 1, we have Horror Anthology.
Yes. Classic.
Yes. For me, when it comes to Anthology, there's only one name. It's Amicus.
I knew you were going to pick that. Yeah. I knew you were going to pick that.
Not only is it an Amicus anthology film, but it's also a comic book movie.
Yep.
So it is 1972's Tales from the Crypt.
Yes. Very atmospheric.
Yes.
That gothic horror. Very Hammer-esque.
Yes.
You know, I mean, that's what Amicus was.
Yep.
Arguably a knockoff for a contemporary to Hammer, we'll say. I don't like saying knockoff. It's not fair.
And it has probably some of the best stories of Tales from the Crypt. You've got the Santa Claus dressed maniac terrorizing someone on Christmas Eve.
Which would later be redone. Yep.
Yes. You've got Patrick McGee from A Clockwork Orange as the leader of a blind rebellion.
Yep. Which is fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And Peter Cushing giving what I think is the best performance of his career.
I don't disagree with you. I honestly think it is it's sad to say it's just an anthology film, but it truly is the best. And it's also, I have said it before, somebody, a horror buddy of mine has asked me what is my favorite single segment in any anthology, and I have to go back. It's that one is in contention for the lead. I'll say that. It is singularly just a great story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, that is my selection, Tales from the Crypt. John, what is your selection for anthology?
All right. I went a little askew for the standard anthology. I went with Trick or Treat from 2007.
That's a gem.
It's a gem.
Yes.
If you're a horror fan, you love it. It's one of those anthologies that's not just, here's a story, here's a different story with some kind of narration keeping them.
They actually weave in and out.
Correct. It is one story with sub-stories being weaved into it very beautifully, where the end and the beginning and everything wraps up. And if you've never seen it, highly suggest. It should have gotten a sequel. If you know a horror fan, they already have seen it. But if you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
Yeah, and it's just, I've never seen Brian Cox just as grungy and grimier as I've seen it in this movie.
I'll be honest with you, I never saw people having a thing for Anne Paquin or Packwell.
Anna Paquin,
yeah. Paquin, yes.
Oh yeah.
I don't think she's a bad looking girl or anything like that. I just never saw the attraction. I also never watched True Blood, but then I watched that and I'm like, oh, okay, I see it.
Yep.
I get it.
Okay, so those are our selections for day 1. Feel free to join us tomorrow for our selections for day 2, which is Tim Burton.
Oh, of course.
Yes. All right, so until then, this is Mackenzie Lambert.
And John Cleveland.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.